Well, voices in sports span lifetimes, from Haskins to Terry and Stoll to Dimmel. Jon Teicher has been there every step of the way with those coaches, and as he gets set for the 40th year on the minor microphone, ABC7's Nate Ryan takes a trip down memory lane.
The soundtrack of a generation.
A long three at the buzzer. He got it with 0.2 of a second left.
UTEP fans have heard the voice of Jon Teicher for 4 decades. And as Teicher gets ready for Saturday's football opener, his preparation has remained constant.
And I still enjoy the process. And for me, I love game day, but the process of getting to game day is really enjoyable as well.
Though, as his notes will indicate, it's a little easier than when he started in 1981.
It's easy with the personal computers, the PCs and such, but back then we wrote everything out on in longhand on legal paper, and now they kind of look like historical documents. It almost looks like parchment paper, so it's hard to throw something like that away.
After 40 years, Teicher has called hundreds of UTEP games, but a few stick out down memory lane.
In basketball, you have to go back to the 1992 NCAA tournament. UTEP was a heavy underdog against the Kansas Jayhawks.
Johnny Melvin with 7 left on the shot clock. Right side, stops, jackknifes it up, and scores!
Teicher was on the call when UTEP pulled the upset, but it was after the game with Coach Don Haskins that stood out.
At that time, we used to do a post-game talk show, call-in show, and that afternoon into the evening, we took phone calls for 7 consecutive hours.
They're minor memories, but for Jon Teicher, the word carries major meaning.
I've forgotten things a lot more recent and remember names and numbers and faces from 35, 40 years ago more readily than I remember what I had to eat yesterday. It's just it's absolutely incredible.
It's an incredible milestone Teicher will reach on Saturday, but if you ask him, the only matter at hand is the one on the field.
Once that red light goes on, you forget about all of that. Once the mic is hot and once you hit the air, all of that is forgotten, and you're just focused on what you're doing.
Cheers, Teicher.
The Miners win!
On 40 years.
The Miners win the game!
Nate Ryan, ABC7.